For your kidneys to really be strong, you need to eat minerals. And I don't mean salt on your French fries. I mean minerals. So we're going to the ever-dreaded sea vegetables. Don't call them seaweed. Seaweed means unwanted. Weeds are unwanted plants. Trust me, you want sea vegetables. This is Hiziki, or Hiziki, depends on how you want to say it. This is it dried, which is how you buy it in packages like this, and then you have to soak it. And the reason you soak it is otherwise you can't regulate the moisture in the recipe, so you need to soak it for like 5 or 10 minutes. You will not be using the soaking water. You will, however, be pouring the soaking water on your plants in your house and get super green leaves. So it's loaded with minerals, but it's a little too salty for us to eat. So what we're going to do is take some avocado oil. I use avocado oil because it's a high heat oil. It's a very mild flavor, and I'm using soy sauce, and extra virgin olive oil and soy sauce are like the two north ends of a magnet. I just don't care for those flavors. If you want to use it, but I like avocado oil for this. And we're going to add to this oil some leeks. You can use onions, but I really like leeks. You can use scallions, but leeks are very nice and light and give me a good light flavor. Let's just put some leeks in there, a tiny bit of soy sauce, and we're going to let these sweat a little bit and just begin to wilt. You can hear the sizzle built like that under this avocado oil. Now, when you cook vegetables with Hiziki, you have to kind of put the vegetables on top of the Hiziki, otherwise they all turn black and your dish doesn't look beautiful anymore. So the next thing to go into this is the actual soaked Hiziki. You just want to squeeze it lightly and put it on top of the leeks. You don't squeeze it like it's an upper body workout, guys. Just a little squeeze to get the excess liquid off it. And then save this water to pour on your plants. You can also, because it's loaded with keratin, you can take this soaking water and rub it in your hair from root to tip, wrap your hair in plastic, and then wash it, and you have really lustrous hair. But you have to wash it, otherwise seagulls will circle when you, so just wash it. We're going to add a tiny bit of water so the leeks don't burn underneath the Hiziki. And now for sea vegetables to be really delicious, you want to season them at the beginning and never again. So we'll add some mirin, which is a Japanese sort of a cooking sake. You can also use white wine, you can use apple juice, whatever floats your boat, and some soy sauce. Be light with soy sauce because these are sea veggies. They do have salt. The next thing to go in are matchstick winter squash. You want the vegetables to be finely cut in this dish so that they look beautiful. And then we're going to matchstick a carrot. And the way you do that is you cut the vegetables into oblong pieces. If your knife is sharp, they kind of fall on top of each other like fallen dominoes. This is the way I julienne. You can julienne the classic French way as well, but this is a little more efficient and gives me a finer matchstick, which is what I want here. I want a really tiny one. So then you rearrange your veg so that they're overlapped, but not too overlapped, because now you have to move fast. So once you have your veggies ready, you take your knife, you hold the veggies down, and you just run your knife along the carrots. And if you don't go quickly here, I never tell you to rush through cooking, but you got to kind of move here. Otherwise, they lose their shape, they slip, and it won't be that much fun. This is a really impressive cutting style to do in front of your friends, by the way. And these are going to go right on top of the squash. Now, don't stir, because you want to keep the color, so don't stir. So now, the last thing to go in is corn kernels. Now we're going to cover this, and it's going to simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. And after that time is up, your Hiziki looks like this. The liquid is gone, but you can see you still have the color on your veg, right? It's perfect, and nothing turned black. It's beautiful. So now we're going to make a nice sesame dressing. You don't have to do this part. But if you're cooking for people who aren't used to eating, sea vegetables, you might want to make a dressing. So we're going to take some sesame tahini. It's a really simple dressing. Remember to buy a tahini that pours like a liquid. If it's like peanut butter, it's either old or not so much fun. A little bit of mirin for sweet taste. A touch of soy sauce. Some brown rice syrup to kind of lift the dressing a bit. And to add some, for lack of a better word, sparkle to your sea veggies, the juice of a lemon and the juice of a lime. Juice of 1 lemon and 1 lime. And then you're just going to get a nice creamy sauce. Matt, take a look at this. It's loose, but you need a whisk to get that nice sort of creaminess. You see how that is? Normally a sauce like this breaks because it's oil and water, but if you whisk it together, it's perfect. Okay? Now, you take your hiziki over to your serving area, add the sauce, give it a stir. So you just mix this sauce in, and then I like to use tongs to serve hiziki because it's like spaghetti. You know, it's kind of got this like long texture to it. And it's just really beautiful and dramatic. And you can see by cooking the vegetables on top of the hiziki, you ended up with the vegetables holding their color. So now the dish looks appetizing instead of, you know, this black dish of something. And people go, wow, black food, how appealing. But it really is delicious. It'll be sweet and savory. And we just take a few sesame seeds and garnish the top. And you have a dish that's packed with minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, folate, all the things your kidneys need to stay healthy. So what are you waiting for? Let's get back to the cutting board and cook. And I'll see you next time on Christina Cooks.